What's the longest secret you've ever kept? For 18 years, I've been living with the knowledge that I'm the reason my sister walks with a limp. No one knows. Not my parents, not my therapist, not even Leah herself. We were 12, twins, but nothing alike. Leah was the golden child. Straight A's, first chair violin, everyone's favorite. I was me, always in her shadow. That summer, our parents bought us matching bikes for our birthday. Mine was blue, hers was red. We'd race down Maple Hill every afternoon, the steepest street in our neighborhood. It was the one thing I could beat her at. Last one down has to clean the other's room for a week, I shouted that day, pushing off before she was ready. Cheater, she called after me, her voice carried away by the wind. I was halfway down when I heard the idea whisper in my head, just a stick, just a small one, place it right, and she'd finally know what it felt like to lose at something that mattered. I skidded to a stop, grabbed a branch from someone's yard waste, and wedged it between two storm drain grates. Then I continued down, heart hammering against my ribs. I didn't want her to get hurt, not really hurt, just enough to slow her down, just enough to make her feel what I felt every single day, second best. I waited at the bottom, counting seconds. She should have been right behind me. When I heard the scream, I knew immediately. It wasn't a "I'm having fun" scream. It was pain. I pedaled back up as fast as I could. By the time I reached her, neighbors were already rushing out of their houses. Leah was crumpled on the pavement, her leg bent at an angle that made my stomach lurch. "What happened?" I asked, my voice shaking. "Something caught in my wheel," she gasped through tears. The branch was gone, snapped and scattered. No one would ever know it wasn't an accident. The surgery required 2 metal pins. The doctor said she was lucky. It could have been her neck, her spine. They called it a freak accident. I nodded along. "Did you see what happened?" My father asked me that night at the hospital. I shook my head. I was already at the bottom, the first direct lie. For weeks, I sat by her bed, bringing her homework, reading to her, playing board games. I was the perfect sister. Everyone commented on it. "You two have never been closer," Mom observed, and it was true. Guilt made me kind. I stopped competing. I became her cheerleader instead of her rival. When she started physical therapy, I went to every session. When kids at school made fun of her awkward gait, I shut them down. I became her protector. "Why are you being so nice to me?" she asked once, suspicious of my transformation. "Because you're my sister," I said. It wasn't a lie, but it wasn't the whole truth either. Years passed. The limp improved, but never disappeared. She adjusted, gave up ballet, took up photography instead, found new passions. But I saw how she watched dancers, the longing in her eyes. Last month, at our 30th birthday dinner, she raised her glass. "To my sister, who's been my rock since that stupid bike accident. I don't know what I would have done without you." Everyone clinked glasses. I smiled through the knife twist of guilt.